Now, I got to ask you this about power, because we talked about it. When it comes to boxing, there's different types of power, there's different types of speed. What are the different types of power to you, if you could just break it down for the fans? What are the different...
And some people who got like snappy power due to their speed.
Who would have snappy power in the game? Who would you say?
Pacquiao.
Okay.
It's heavy-handed power, like Angulo, Golovkin.
Like every blow is just thudding, and
just
you feel the weight
heavy.
behind it?
And then it's some power.
It's a motherfucking power you ain't never felt.
It's power you ain't never felt before. That's that juice of power.
He said
you on the juice, that's what that power is. And then it's explosive power, which is like Andre Berto got explosive power.
And that comes from a culmination of athleticism, speed, power, and timing.
Explosive power is probably the most dangerous
because it's out of nowhere.
It can come out of nowhere. Like when he fought Josecito, he just one right hand.
And he was losing the fight.
Yeah, well, to me, he wasn't losing because Josecito, I mean, he was in here with body shots, but he wasn't doing nothing. His face.
I had him losing.
His face didn't tell me that he was losing because Josecito's face was beat up in the 5th round.
Okay.
He was clearly getting hit. But if you was listening to the announcers, he wasn't really doing shit to me.
Now, if you had to rate it in terms of just brute strength, top 3 punchers in the game right now, active, that you can think of.
Kovalev. No, Luis Ortiz.
His powers were ridiculous.
But he a heavyweight. But Kovalev and then Keith Thurman.
What about Wilder?
Golovkin. But I ain't gonna say Golovkin, but he do got power. But Wilder. Out of heavyweights, Wilder and Ortiz. Light heavyweights, Kovalev. Super middleweights, I would probably say Beterbiev, James DeGale.
I think Beterbiev's at 75.
75. Oh,
yeah, so he's light heavy.
Yeah, him. Super middle, it will be James DeGale. Who was the other dude I said?
Lucian Bute's in there.
No, he ain't no hard puncher.
Super middle, Darrell.
Andre Darrell is pretty snappy with it.
Okay.
Middleweight will be Golovkin. And who else at middleweight?
Danny Jacobs, Quillen.
Yeah, Danny Jacobs, Quillen. Junior middleweight, it will be this man, Willie Nelson. Canelo's a hard puncher. Adeslandi Lara is a hard puncher. His left hand is hard. Welterweight, Keith Thurman. Who else at welterweight? Danny Garcia.
Tim Bradley?
Absolutely not. 140, Adrian Broner, Terrence Crawford.
What about Earl Spence?
Earl Spence. I don't think Earl Spence is a hard puncher, but I think his punching come with an accumulation of punches.
Okay.
And pressure. Punishment, yeah, because he don't...
He'll break you down.
Yeah, like it's not the same. He don't explode, just bang, and then you like, oh. 135, Yuriorkis Gamboa. Who else at 135? I don't even know. Gamboa. 130 is Nicholas fucking Walters.
Oh yeah, he got Axeman got cracked.
Yes, I was watching some of that fight when he was fighting.
Donaire?
No, the last dude he got a draw with.
That wasn't no draw, but yeah.
I seen it, but I didn't know Nicholas Walters was that good, and I want to apologize to that black man. That black man has defense. He is good, bro. Good.
Speaking of Nicholas Walters, Bob Arum, he did an interview with Fight Hype, shout out to them, and he said that the fight with Nicholas Walters and Vasyl Lomachenko is pretty much a done deal. All they're waiting for is
Nicholas Walters.
Distribution from the networks.
He got more overall.
What about Vasyl Lomachenko? He has like almost 400 Emmys.
That don't mean shit. We in the pros now, and head gears is off. And when niggas get to start touching that cranium, that means that's something different.
Now, why would you say that? Break down the fight. Was it anything you seen in the Salido fight? He did good with Gary Russell
because the Salido fight, he wasn't acclimated to the pro game yet. And then pro, just because you in there as a pro don't mean you got a box. Don't mean it's a boxing match like in the amateurs and you do everything technical. You get hit low, you get hit head-butted, you get grabbed, pulled, wrestled. All that shit make a difference, and Salido knew that, and he punished him for that. And but you know, Lomachenko is good, but don't think he's gonna be able to beat Nicholas Walters, man. Nicholas Walters got defense, and he hits hard as hell.
Okay.
I think if Gary Russell fought Lomachenko again, he'd beat him.
You think Gary Russell could avenge that loss?
Yeah, I think he could because he learned from his first one. You know, stop moving around so much and throwing little pity pat punches. You're sitting down on shit. See, that's the thing. Lomachenko learned from Salido, and then Gary Russell learned from Lomachenko because you seen that next fight he came, he stopped Gonzalez, who stopped Abner Mares.
So it goes back to experience that we were talking about.
Experience.
You learn certain things on the job.
Some people, when you fight, you know, you might lose your fight or whatever. You might get dropped. Whatever the case is, it's an experience. And if you learn from that, man, you're going to be better, bro. You're going to be better.
So you think there's something to take away even in a loss?
Even in a loss. You got to take away something.
Do you think you almost learn more in a loss than you would like just winning?
I don't think you got to lose to learn anything. You just got to be willing to grow as a fighter.
So you just have to have the right mindset, basically?
Yeah, you got to. Some people don't want to grow as a fighter. They just want to do the same thing. They don't want to get no harder work. They don't want to work with. Some people hop in there and do 4 rounds with you. Can you hear me, PJ? Some people hop in there and do 4 rounds with you, and then right when they get tired, they'll just get out of there, climb up out of them ropes. That ain't how you learn, man. Me and Willie told me before we sparred today, we were gonna do 4 rounds. I was counting the rounds because I was the motherfucker getting hit hard. We did 5. and he didn't take his headgear off, and I said, I ain't gonna be no bitch. I ain't gonna take mine off neither.
Was it hard going that last round?
Yeah, it was hard, but it's part of the game. You know what I mean? I am trying to actually get better. I am trying to actually get better, and I mean that in the utmost. With the utmost respect to everybody. I'm not trying to play. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get hurt. I'm trying to actually get better. For all the fans out there, I be talking mad shit, but I train hard, and I'm trying to get better. With every sparring session, I'm trying to get better. Whatever I'm sparring, some of my unexperienced guys, or whether I'm sparring the PJ and Willie, who's mad experienced, I'm trying to get better.